anchor. What? Something now! We are going to die.
We are going to die. You're going to die. I'm going to die. We're all going to die. It's not today.
Let's drop some lead on those motherfuckers.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. You already know what time it is. And it is time once again for another session of things you should know. That's right, you already know. This is the Sensei of Kung Tech Fu coming back to you once again live, ladies and gentlemen, to show you things that you should know. And what should you know? You should know what we are doing here is learning how to become our own bank, ladies and gentlemen. How to become our own bank utilizing the principle of compound interest through the vehicle of cryptocurrency. One of the greatest vehicles that we ever had the opportunity to utilize. Because before that, we didn't have this opportunity. It was always about the banks. It was always about getting an application and asking somebody for a job because we were selling our time for money. So we were working for our money. Thus, we lost the power of choice. So now that we are on the other side of the fence, ladies and gentlemen, where our money works for us, this is why the wealthy stay wealthy and the poor stay poor, because you constantly consume your wealth base and everything that you have, ladies and gentlemen. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about the pulse chain, ladies and gentlemen. And the pulse chain is something that is highly, highly, highly not only underrated, but it is also gate kept by the crypto industry itself. Now, you would think that it would be an us against them type of thing, because the banksters definitely don't want you to find out that you can be your own bank, and or the middlemen definitely don't want you to find out, because once you find out that you don't need them anymore, then you can become financially independent and they can't hit you with transaction fees from here to kingdom come. So this is being tweeted from Richard Hart himself, and the pulse chain has been pumping ever since Richard Hart came out of his little refuge there where he needed a little time to think, and people were saying, oh, well, what's going to happen when the SEC finally decided to come for Richard Hart, But Ripple, the creators of XRP, the ISO 222 compliant coin that fought the SEC for nearly 3 years straight and spent many, many millions of dollars, finally succeeded and showed us that the SEC is not invincible, that they can be beat, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, they came after Kraken, they came after Library, they came after Coinbase. Now, they came after Ripple, of course. They came after Richard Hart now. And they're going to continue to come, ladies and gentlemen, while simultaneously being the junkyard protection dog for FTX, and nobody has even answered for that, while simultaneously taking payments from the Ethereum crew. All right, so there is a lot going on. So the very banks, the fraudsters and the hucksters that Gary talks about, you know, saying getting his lead from Elizabeth Warren, the very people that are telling you about being a criminal, and in fact calling you a criminal to your face. If you are involved in crypto, then you're a criminal. This is what Elizabeth Warren is saying. Because when the slaves threaten to leave the plantation, now all of a sudden it's a bad thing for you to want to have financial independence, ladies and gentlemen. So do not listen to your open enemy. And as Richard Hart says here, Richard Hart right here says they want to ban your privacy, ladies and gentlemen. They want to track you. Only 4 days left to leave your comments. Now you can go over here, ladies and gentlemen, and you can actually leave your comments over here on this website. I invite you to go over here to the Richard Hart website on the app formerly known as Twitter, and leave your comments there, because the thing about privacy is no matter who says what, they have a right to say it, ladies and gentlemen. I may not agree with you, but I should fight for the death for your right to say it, because if you can't say that, then that means I can't say this. Okay? So privacy is something that is very, very, very much needed. And never ever fall for the old tactic, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, if you don't have anything to hide, then you should comply. No, because I know that privacy is a right, and it's not about me hiding from you. It's about me protecting myself from people that may want to do something harmful to me. It's the same reason you lock your windows and doors at night. You lock your windows and doors not because you're doing anything nefarious or illicit, but so that somebody doesn't come into your house and do something to you. You see, it is not about that you're doing anything wrong. You lock your doors so that nobody can do something to you, ladies and gentlemen. But as it says here, they want to track you. Only 4 days left. It's important, and anyone, anywhere can do it anonymously. Okay, and yeah, you can go in here and put your 2 cents in to continue to fight for our freedom. And Richard Hart, the creator of Hex, first and foremost, and the creator of PulseChain. Now, there are some websites also that we use regularly as tools. Remember, I told you guys that when you're in crypto, you need to have tools. And one of the tools that we use is things like CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. And if you go on YouTube, you should watch Moonshot Max, who talks about a myriad of them, a lot of different things, but he just recently posted a video, and I may show it to you before we leave here today. As a matter of fact, I think I will go and show you very quickly where you can find this video, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, let's just go back. Let's just go back a little bit. Let's go to the history and see if we can find it, ladies and gentlemen. If you go here, it should be relatively close. And yeah, this is it right here. Is that it? Nope, that's Smoke Crypto. But if you go down here and we look at where is it? That's passive income. We got a lot of stuff going on here. Yeah, right here. PulseChain opportunity is here. How to farm, how to earn more Pulse tokens. Okay, so he goes into it here, where he shows you basically how to utilize some of the things that I'm going to show you today. So remember this video, ladies and gentlemen. Moonshot Max, PulseChain opportunity is here. How to earn more Pulse tokens. Now the PulseChain is pumping right now, but one of the things that he says in this video here, if you go and watch it, you'll see it for yourself, is that sites like CoinGecko, sites like CoinMarketCap, you know, a lot of Hexicans like to call it CoinMarketCrap. They're basically gatekeeping the PulseChain. They're gatekeeping Richard Hart. Okay, kind of like a digital boule, if you will. And like I said, you would think that us crypto people would be on some, you know, us against them, us against the establishment. That's what crypto is all about. giving the power back to the people so that they can control their own financial destiny, ladies and gentlemen. But no, you got some digital boule people, gatekeepers that are actually gatekeeping on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap. In that video I just showed you of Moonshot Max, he talks about how the stats that they're setting up is saying that in the past 24 hours, PulseChain did $53,000, and that is an outright bald-faced lie, ladies and gentlemen. It's actually $70 million in the past 24 hours, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so this is the type of things that are going on even within crypto. Like I said, we're supposed to band together and help each other and teach each other. Just like this on my channel here, Kung Tech Fu, the sensei giving you this financial kung fu. I am not paid for this. I am not monetized. I do not accept any endorsements. Nobody can pay me to say anything because I don't want my opinion to have to be compromised. That's one of the great things of being financially independent, is that you can be authentic because you have the power of choice, and nobody can pay you to say or do anything and become false and phony. So this particular, and I'm not saying that any other channel does that. No, I'm not saying that at all. That does accept advertisements and stuff, because there is a way to do that authentically. I'm just saying, me personally, I go hard. Okay, and by hard I mean I don't accept any endorsements, any videos. People, contact me, say, hey, can you talk about my project? No, I'll talk about your project if I believe it's good. So you basically have free advertisement here because I'm not accepting any payments from anyone. Okay. But what you guys see in front of you is, you see a really great project called the Gray's Currency. pTGC. It's a little bit of a tongue twister, but if you say it enough, you'll get it. So the P, of course, stands for PulseChain, and TGC stands for the Gray's Currency. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a very, very wonderful project. I've known about this project since its inception, and it started out on Ethereum, the Ethereum blockchain, ERC20. So naturally, my knee-jerk response to Ethereum is to kind of avoid it because of, you guessed it, the ridiculous gas fees, ladies and gentlemen. So I kind of stayed away from it. I believe I did get a few, I did get a few coins, but I didn't really gravitate to it until they replicated their coin, if you will, on the Pulse chain, and now I am all in. It is a really great current project, I should say. They've got a really big community, and I believe that it is one of the best meme coins on the Pulse chain, even better than Teddy Bear. Oh, I shouldn't have said that, but I did. But Teddy Bear is also a wonderful coin. I'm not saying the vice versa thing or anything like that. I'm just saying that this is a really wonderful coin. So you should go here and search through this, and you can go over here, and then you can take your what you would do is you would go over here to the PulseX DEX, if you will. You will go to the exchange, and you can take your Pulse chain tokens, and you can come over here and you can find pTGC, and you can click that, or you can go to DEX Screener and get the contract address and paste it in here. Now, for all of those of you who are new that don't understand what I'm saying, just stay tuned. Don't lose hope. Continue to watch these videos, my videos, and the people that I put you onto that are good YouTubers. And you should listen to the people that live this thing, So let's just get our disclaimers in order first and foremost. And let me just say that, I'm definitely not a financial advisor, but I do have some really great suggestions. Okay. And as a responsible, mature person, know and understand that if you choose to use me as a template, or if you choose to replicate any of these methodologies and strategies that I show, then it is completely your responsibility to take responsibility for anything that might go wrong, like if you lose money. And let me just say about the nature of investing. Nobody comes into the investment world and wins every single time. That just doesn't happen, okay? It's true for basketball, it's true for chess, it's true for football, it's true for anything in life. Nobody wins all the time. So, as the DeFi guy once said, Joshua, he says, you show me a person that's made $1 million, and I'll show you somebody that's lost at least $100,000. So, in other words, you have to have your battle scars, you have to earn your rites of passage, but you can avoid a lot of mistake by following the winners, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so you go in here, you can get your pTGC coin. You can go in here, you can click on your MetaMask. That'll automatically bring up your wallet, and you can click it. And because this is they call this an injection, ladies and gentlemen. So you can just click and add that. I already have it. As you see, it says token has already been added. Okay, so you go over here and you get that. Now you can also bridge. If you don't have any Pulse Chain, you can bridge on over to some. As a matter of fact, I just learned from Crypto Coffee about this really wonderful site here called Stealth X, ladies and gentlemen. And Stealth X is pretty similar to another site known as Change Now. I use Change Now for a whole host of stuff because what you essentially do is you tell the platform which coin you want and which coin you're going to exchange for that coin, and you put in the monetary measurements, $5, $20, $100, whatever, and they'll tell you to send your tokens to that address that they give you. And when you send your tokens to that address, of course, before you do that, you put in the destination address and or where you want to receive your coins, and they will send those coins to you. So let's say I'll use the same example that Crypto Coffee did. And speaking of Crypto Coffee, he's another extremely knowledgeable. I believe he designates himself as a hexakin, meaning he was here before the Pulse Chain. Okay, and let's just go over here to PLS. All right, bam. All right, so we got some Solana over on this side. We want to exchange Solana for Pulse Chain. So when you start this exchange here, what it's going to do is just like Change Now, it's going to ask you for the destination address of your Pulse Chain. All right, and yeah, let me just show you. All right, so once you click on this, I really wish they had a dark theme because this white background is blinding. But if we were to put here our recipient's address for our Pulse Chain, and as a matter of fact, let's do that. Let's just go through the process itself so I can show you guys exactly how this works. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to copy this address here, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click here and I'm just going to paste that in. Once I paste that in, all right, we're going to go 0.01 Solana. Now, let me just put another 0 in there. Okay. Now, let me see how much that actually is. Now, if I can simply find my phone, which is hiding behind the computer, of course. Let's just take a look at how much that is. So if we go over to CoinGecko, that's what I'm doing on my phone here, ladies and gentlemen. Going over to CoinGecko, and I'm going to show you guys how this works. I'm going to teach you guys how to make as much money as you want, because when you're in crypto and or the blockchain, I like to use the word crypto, not so much blockchain, because some of the currencies that we deal with don't even have a blockchain, like Hashgraph Hedera. And if you look up here, and you see this wallet right here, a Hashpack wallet, that's Hashgraph Hedera. They don't have a blockchain. They have what's known as a DAG system. And DAG, D-A-G, is an acronym for Directed Acyclic Graph. Okay, you can figure all that stuff out later. But yeah, so 0.1 is actually $9.30 in Pulse Chain. So now we have a refund address here. And yeah, so our refund address, enter the refund address, which is optional. Okay, so let's do that too. All right. I wasn't planning to do all of this stuff, but I figure if you guys are going to learn, then you may as well know how actually do this stuff, because if you don't know the methodology, then it simply remains a theory, okay? And when you have theory, you have ambiguity, and when you have ambiguity, you have hesitation, okay? So we don't want to hesitate, all right? We want to get right to this thing, all right? So we're going to go over here, and we're going to find our address, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to click on Solana here, and it's going to go here. Now, Solana wallet is a little different, okay? And it doesn't function like most other wallets, this Phantom wallet. Now, there are several wallets that you can use. You got this one, you got Soulflare, okay? Now, this one works a little differently than the one in my wallet. Let's just go manage token list. And don't worry, just give me a second, guys. Let me go back. Let me close that out. And all right, we got to go over here and see if we can. There we are. There it is, hiding up top, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go here and we're going to take this Solana and we're going to click on that and we're going to copy that address. And we're going to take that and we're going to click right here. And we're going to click that address there. All right? Because we're going to need that address anyway. Then we're going to go next. And it says to address. So you get PLS. So that is the to address. All right? And we're going to send Solana. So I've never actually done this before. So you send Solana, you get, there's my to address. Let's just click this button and see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Awaiting deposit. So you send 0.1 SOL to this address and you will get that much pulse on that address, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let's click on this address here. And now, of course, we're going to go to our Solana wallet, ladies and gentlemen. Going up here, bang. And we are going to go here, bang. And we are going to go, bang. And we are going to go here, bang. And we're going to paste that address in. We're going to click down here. We're going to say 0.1, which of course, as you see here, it says $9.28. All right. And we're going to click next. All right. And it says confirm the send, ladies and gentlemen. So that was the approval. They're showing you the network gas fee, which is 0.0014, which is a couple of pennies. And we're going to click that, ladies and gentlemen. And it says sending. Oh, wow. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is my first time using this site, ladies. Like I said, I just found out about this from Crypto Coffee. And we're going to close that out. And once again, this requires us to utilize a principle in cryptocurrency known as trustlessness. What does trustlessness mean? Trustlessness means I don't have to trust you, you don't have to trust me, but we both trust that the smart contract will execute as it was programmed to execute. So right there up top, you see it says awaiting deposit. Okay, so it can continue to await that deposit. And when it's good and ready, it's going to recognize that deposit and it's going to go into that. Now you see on the side here, you also have this QR code, which you can scan with your phone. So if you wanted to send to this website here to obtain this stuff, then you can scan that QR code with your phone and you could actually send utilizing that contract address. They call it an address, but it's more appropriately a contract address, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so that's the contract address. So while that does that, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to bookmark this page because we got stuff to do. We can't sit here and wait on that thing all day. We'll come back to this, okay? So stay tuned. We're going to come back to this. Let's go back very quickly to pTGC, this Gray's currency, ladies and gentlemen. So when you go here, you can see you have some tabs up here. Now you can go over here to the DAO. They've got a game over here. You can play a game. You can go over here to this stats, and they got the Grace gear where you can go over here, you can get some t-shirts and all of that stuff. So if you look at staking, you come over here, see my wallet's already connected. So you go over here, you see I've got a smidgen of coins in here. I'm about to add some more today. I'll probably add around $20 or $50 more in here. And I'll go ahead and stake that for about 90 days, ladies and gentlemen. And you can see I have a claimable TGC earned from staking over there that I could actually throw into the wallet or throw it back in or what have you. All right. And if you go over here to the game, you got a little game over here. And you can play this game, and it's kind of like a little bit of a crypto lottery thing going on. You got your stats over here. So I invite you to come on over here and find out about this wonderful project, which is also very profitable, ladies and gentlemen. It has a huge community, and I think it's one of the best, meme coins that is actually very profitable. And of course, over here, you have the Grace currency merch, ladies and gentlemen. So you got coffee cups, and just be careful not to get abducted, okay? So you go over here and you got your t-shirts, you got this and you got that, and you got these cups and you got stickers and you got hoodies, So all of this stuff over here. So come on over here. I'm actually going to get this shirt here. Yeah, I like that. I gotta represent, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta represent. Okay, so without further ado, let's move right along, ladies and gentlemen. And what we're gonna move to next is we're gonna move to something when you start to get into blockchains, ladies and gentlemen. What you should know is that the native coin is lifeblood of that cryptocurrency. If you were on BNB, Binance Smart Chain, then of course the number one coin is BNB. If you were on Ethereum, of course the native or most important coin is Ethereum. And you see these coins are important because they actually allow you to pay for your transaction fees, also known as gas fees, ladies and gentlemen. So this post miner right here is very excellent because this post miner is actually going to be a place where you can earn or daily rewards up to 3%, ladies and gentlemen. Now you can see I have 25,000 pulse in here of rewards, okay? But I'm not going to take it because in DeFi, we compound 90% of the time, ladies and gentlemen, or 80% of the time if you need a little extra. We pretty much do what is known as in the crypto community as the baked beans strategy. Baked beans was a miner that was very popular, and baked beans pretty much taught the cryptocurrency DeFi people how to develop a compounding strategy. And that strategy was 6-1 or 5-2. What that simply means is you compound for 6 days, you take profit on the seventh day, or you compound for 5 days and you take profit for 2 days. So you see, you're compounding much more than you are taking profit. And in this way, your wealth base constantly grows, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the thing about compound interest and becoming wealthy. Wealthy people don't pay their bills, and wealthy people don't spend their wealth base because any bills that they pay for rent or food or what have you, they are simply paying it out of the dividends that their wealth has generated, ladies and gentlemen. So you see here, you see my amount of miners went up, and this went down to 0 for a quick second, but it jumped right back to 6.7 pulse, and now it jumped up to 17. So this is an excellent way. And if we were to go into my wallet, you would see that, you know what I'm saying, I didn't get anything because I compounded. But if I was to claim, then that pulse would go directly into my wallet. So we need pulse so we can do our pulse chain projects, ladies and gentlemen. Projects like Pulse Drip. Pulse Drip is a wonderful, wonderful platform, and it's reminiscent of the original Drip, which was on the Binance Smart Chain, ladies and gentlemen. So when you go up in here, this is a conglomeration. Basically, what Pulse Drip did is they took the best of many great projects, and kind of patchworked it together to create a very, very powerful platform, ladies and gentlemen. So this is PulseDrip. You have your swapper down here. You have your faucets. And this faucet is actually an in-out. Give it to somebody. You can go over to a passive pulse. You can sell this on the market. You want to do passive pulse. Now, I know I'm not going to be able to find this because it's here somewhere. It should be next to everything else. But there's a website called Pulse Market. You can actually sell this as accruing in value. And you're going to sell the values in it along with everything else. And then you have your garden down here. Now, this garden is also another very important one. Now, you see that currently timed out thing is popping up because it's not time for me to compound yet. But you can compound your PLS here at 1.5% per day. You can do the gold token, which is another great project. You have your PDI here, and you have your PulseX, you have your PHEX, you have your Pulse Wrap Bitcoin, your Tropa, the meme coin, the teddy bear, and then of course you have USDC, which is a stable coin that has been bridged over from ETH. Now I can actually compound this right now, but I'm not going to do it because this platform has so much going on. It usually takes a little while. So we're not going to do that, ladies and gentlemen, okay? So what we are going to do is we're going to move on to the next thing, ladies and gentlemen. And the next thing, of course, is we have a quick one here called IMPLS. And this is just a series of vaults that you could go to over here. So essentially what I'm trying to show you guys is all of the opportunities that are available to you in the Pulse chain. And if you go over here to vaults, it will show you, and you could just scroll through here and you can determine which vaults you want to get into. Now, these vaults are full of what you would call LPs or liquid providing tokens, where you usually take two coins, you glue them together, you drop them in a vault, and you earn money. That's pretty much how that goes, ladies and gentlemen. But we're not going to, stay here. We're going to go on over here and we're going to go on to the next platform on the Pulse chain, which is known as Warren. We saved the best for last, ladies and gentlemen. And before we go on to Warren, I want to show you that this Pulse X DEX here, if you go here, Speed Vaults, this is pretty much the same thing, ladies and gentlemen. If you go here, you can actually drop some stuff in here. Now you see over here we have this DAI and WPLS, which is wrapped PLS over here, ladies and gentlemen. So you have an APR over here. So when you take profits from Warren, which is what we're going to next, you can actually drop it in here. So you can take your compounded rewards and then drop them over here and then earn some more rewards. Let me just give you a quick synopsis of what you could earn on your own Steam, ladies and gentlemen. If we were to go in here and we were to go to this calculator, let's say you were to drop $1,000 in here. It shows you that in one day, you will earn $3.67 per day. Every 7 days, you will earn $26. Every 30 days, that will be $116. And in a year's time, of course, that will be $2,000. But of course, you're not going to make that year's time because you're going to constantly be adding on to this. So, let's say after a couple of weeks, you put some more earnings in here, you have 2,000. So of course that goes up and up. I know many people that have over 100,000. Matter of fact, a Moonshot Max has way over $100,000 in here. So let's just say 100. That's $100,000. If you had $100,000 of DAI PLS in here, that means every day you'll be making $367. Every 7 days, you'll be making $2,606. And every 30 days, you'll be making $11,645. Now, the thing about this, ladies and gentlemen, is I told you to be your own bank, you must know how to move your money, which is why I tell you guys about the preliminaries I always tell you about, which is Ultimo. Ultimo, these links for Ultimo will be in the description below. Ultimo is an offshore banking account that is outside of the jurisdiction of all three-letter people. So you can take your money like that, your crypto, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's XRP, no matter what it is, you can take that, you can move that to the Ultimo platform, your account, and you can sell that crypto into your account and use it as fiat and take it right out of any ATM machine with the card that they give you, ladies and gentlemen. That's one. And then, of course, you also have Kinesis money down here, which is tokenized gold and silver, which is fully redeemable, meaning if you had 10, 15,000, 20,000, 50,000, whatever, in your account as tokenized gold and silver, and you can also keep other cryptocurrencies on the platform too, but you can actually redeem it and have them send some or all of your physical gold to your house, ladies and gentlemen. So here we have Warren, PULSECHAIN. This is a replica or a copy, or as we say in DeFi, a fork of a protocol that came out before this called Carol. Okay, Carol was doing extremely well. They got some bright ideas that didn't quite pan out, to make a long story less long, and they fumbled the ball, ladies and gentlemen. But we all saw the genius of what they did, and I'm not going to sit here and explain it. Those of you that have been here, you know what happened, so I don't have to explain it. And for those of you who don't know the story, just continue to stick around and you will know the story. But they took Moonshot Max and a bunch of other great devs. They all got together and they decided to create Warren. Okay. And basically what it is you take this DAI PLS that I just showed you from the Pulse X DEX. You take this LP token and you form a bond, ladies and gentlemen. Once you form that bond, you will go over here to the staking tab. Okay. And here in the staking tab, what you do is you will take that bond that you just formed, okay, and you will match it of equal value with another group of, let's say you had $20 or $50 in here. Let's say you have a $50 bond right here. So you would go here to this submenu, you would drop it down, you would click your $50 bond there. It will show here, but it will show the equal amount. It will calculate the equal amount down here for you. And if you have that in your wallet balance down here with the little slightly grayed out in DAI PLS, you would be able to do that, ladies and gentlemen. And then you will go ahead and approve it. Okay. Now I will also have my referral link down in the description. So when you go here, you see this down here, you will see my referral link right in here, ladies and gentlemen. Now the important thing is that if you refresh the screen in any way, then it will go back to the default developers link, which is what you don't want to happen. You're just going to have to be patient with this, because when you make your bonds and stuff like that, you may think that nothing is happening, so you go and you do it again, because I thought that, and I did it twice, as a matter of fact, So what I did is I didn't think it was working, so I like re-clicked the button and I inadvertently made 2 bonds instead of 1. And I must admit, I didn't understand this platform at first, even though I was in Carol. So I understand that it can be quite disorienting, if you will. But if you watch enough videos and you stick to your guns, you can go in here and extract thousands of dollars like everybody else that comes to this platform. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to come here and you're going to take your PLS and you're going to hit the zap button. You see, that's just PLS, ladies and gentlemen. They made it very easy for you so that you didn't have to go to the Pulse X DEX and do it yourself. And you will simply hit this zap button for however much you want to do. You can do 25%, 50%, or whatever. You see, 25% of what I have in my wallet now is $51. I could do 25%. Now, here's the thing. When you zap into this, you're going to zap to DAI PLS. But once you make a bond, when you make a bond here, it's going to give you 30% down here, ladies and gentlemen. And so that's going to be your 30% increase. All right. Then when you go over here to stake, so you have to be prepared to stake when you add the money to it to add that increase of 30%. But that's okay because it's all going to be calculated for you. So when you click this bond, when this drop down menu comes and you click this bond, what's going to happen? It's going to automatically populate for you so that you don't have to do any number crunching or be like a mad scientist pulling your hair out. All right. Then you go on down here and it will show you down here your active stakes, ladies and gentlemen. Now you can go over here and you can click this little fox right here, your MetaMask, and you click on that and your wallet will come up. Now when I click MetaMask, of course my Rabby wallet pops up because what I did is I took my MetaMask wallet and I imported it into Rabby because Rabby is much superior to MetaMask in many ways, okay, when it comes to functionality, when it comes to ease of use and efficiency. Now, as you can see, I already have the token in my wallet. So, and this is the LP pair. You can click on this if you want to, because if we were to click on this, right, we could actually take this that we just copied because it's on a clipboard. We could go over here and we can go over to liquidity. And we could actually, if we didn't have this in here, we could actually, let me see. Let me disconnect my wallet so it doesn't see it. We could actually go here to add liquidity and it'll show over here. But let me see. Let me just go back one. Yeah, let me go back. Let me go over here. I think if we go to the exchange. Yeah, let's go to the exchange. You can actually place that in your wallet, and there should be a place for you to liquidity. Add liquidity. It's going to be here. Let me see. Let me see if I can add it here. No, it says no results found. You should be able to add it there, but if you can't add it there, you can definitely add it in Dex Screener, and you will basically be able to verify that that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. All right. There should be a way to do it. In the farms, maybe? Nope, not there either. But you guys get the point. All right. So let's go back to Warren. And you see that's already been copied. And now you can see over here, I have $17 available. So what I could do if I wanted to is that I can actually rebond that, ladies and gentlemen. Rebond the max. Okay. And hit rebond here. Now what it's going to do is it's awaiting for approval there. And that was pretty snappy. All right. It usually doesn't work that fast. I was planning an ad lib for a little while they did his thing, but that was pretty fast there. Transaction submitted. So while that transaction submits, you see what it's going to do is it's going to take that available warrant there that now jumped up to $18. And boom, you see that it went down to 0. Transaction confirmed. All right, you see now it says 0. Why does it say 0? Because what we did is we just rebonded. We didn't sell, because when you sell, that means take profit. We didn't take profit because if we had took profit, that would be the DAI wrap PLS that will go to our wallet. But what we did is we formed a bond, and now you see Warren right here. And now we can take that. If I clicked on that, then you see here's the PLS down here at the bottom. So it went from $17 to $23. Why? Because they gave me that 30% increase, ladies and gentlemen. So I can go ahead and get into that bonding session right now. And I'll probably do this later off cam because it may take a while and I don't want you guys to have to sit here and wait. And speaking of sitting here and waiting, let's go back and see what's happening over here on the exchange, ladies and gentlemen. Bam! Success! Oh! You sent zero point 0.1 SOL to this address and you got PLS on this address. Oh, nice, ladies and gentlemen. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We just got a couple of great things going on over here on the Pulse chain. And Richard Hart, our fearless leader, if you will, is fighting the SEC not only for himself, but also for you. He has arranged an army of 11 lawyers and or 11 firms or teams of lawyers to fight the SEC. And he's got the best lawyers money could buy, of course. He's a billionaire, so of course he has the best lawyers money could buy. As a matter of fact, some of the lawyers are are from the firm the same firm that Elon Musk used to fight his battle with the government and or the SEC, ladies and gentlemen. So you see, they are not invincible, but the blockchain is. Okay, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the sensei of Kung Tech Fu, showing you once again how to catapult yourself into financial independence and to give yourself a license to make all the money that you want. You want to be a millionaire? No problem. You want to be a billionaire? No problem. All you have to do is put the time and the effort in, and you too can once again gain the power of choice to take your life back. With financial independence comes the power of choice to live your life the way you see fit, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, you do not have to live in fear, and we will go forward. And as I say always, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get this crypto.